Hello and welcome back to Factorio Fixit. My name's Negative Root and let's get cracking. Today we're back in the factory by Remghoost. This is the third episode and hopefully the last. Since last time, been a little bit of a change. Ta-da! Here's a revised factory. Let's turn it on, shall we? Now there's going to be some major power issues, I know, but it should work. All things being well. Whoop, we haven't hooked something up here. I had it prepared. Okay, so we've got science of all kinds going. Red flowing, green about to be going as well. So all happy days. Now this little setup here is the foundations for a good solid factory. I've set it up how I like to build it, and you'll notice that it's all pretty straightforward, pretty compact. I've got two central bus lines going down the middle, which can be expanded. Well, actually, it'd be a little bit harder now that I've thrown the electronic circuits in the middle, but you know, whatever. This electronic circuit line can become part of the main bus heading to the right. Now, yep, we're getting some good production out of things now, and the power issues have started to spike. Now, this is what we're going to work on this episode. We'll get the power issues sorted, and I think we'll hand the factory back to Remghoost. Wish him the best of luck and knock yourself out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, that's not even close there. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close, close, but no cigar, unfortunately. Need another one. Okay, so let's get this power sorted. We'll pick up some stuff. And while this is happening, our factory will be grinding to a halt. However, we can deal with that. Now, so this is all set up nice. I like how it's run down the middle. That is pretty cool. So we'll just move that for a moment. We'll come down here with this. Plug that back in. Okie dokie. Now we'll run these out to max length because that's a good way of measuring. And you know, efficiency of resource use and all of that. Now what do we got? We've got 1 there and 8 there, which makes 9. We need another one for 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now actually, something I haven't thought of is we need to put inserters down for starters. As you know, that would help in everything and stuff. We'll just delete that, connect those two up, hook this up, and hook that up. Thinking that's good for 5 megawatts now. Nine. Why is it saying? Oh, okay. That's why it's saying 9. I'm thinking this is good for 5 megawatts. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah. So that's the power issues kind of put on hold for a moment. Now this all needs to be taken down and rebuilt in this kind of idea. That's what needs to happen there. Now what I need to do is move those resources from over here back into the factory. Do what I can to make sure that these resources are going to get used. Because right now there's a shit ton of them just sitting around. So, oh, that's unpowered. I've very much built this on on the fly. Okay, that's good. Throw these inserters back in. Go. And that's going to be a long-term thing. But I think the factory is largely corrected, saved, call it what you will. The science setup has ability for an extra line, so when Remghoost gets it up and running, he can run his blues in something like this. If it's coming from over here, which I would assume it will be because the bus would continue on in this direction. So that's covered the basics. He's got logistics robots up and running. You know, most things he can build now. Now say we want to do a build all we need to do is put a split in the bus, run the line up, underground belt, and we do the build. So for example, we want to do, I don't know, what's a build? Let's do pipe. Yeah, pipe. Pipe's a good idea. Oh, we need one more, because this is away from the main trunk line. There, shift, there, go away. Do that to measure. Because now what I can do is do this kind of thing. Okay, that's good. I'll explain that in a second. That'll dance that back over. We can throw down inserters. This is normal pipe. This is underground pipe. We need power for everything, because nothing is powered. Okay. Right. Is all good. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to improve the intelligence of this build a little bit by introducing some smart inserters. How do we do that? Well, we need a way of controlling what goes where at what times. Now, what I'm going to say is this needs to work with some wire. Give me wire. 2 lines. Okay, so we'll wire up the power pole, smart chest to the smart inserter. Oops, to the smart inserter. Now the green wire condition is going to be work while there is less than 50 pipe in the system. And now we actually want to repeat that with the other one. We've got 2 bits of wire. Wire up the, oops, well, we only need 1. How good is that? Less than 50. Okay, same thing. This is the output chest. This is an intermediate chest. We can put a hard limit on, because, you know, whatever. Now, if we're smart, we can do this. Job done. Okay, all happy days. That's how you do builds. You would expand the bus and run off little splinters every now and again whenever you want to do something. The other issue is move over 6.4K iron. that's a big issue. Yeah. It's not going to be an overnight thing. But Remghoost, I'm going to send the save back to him. I don't actually often send saves back to people. Normally I keep them. I don't actually return them. But I think in this case I'm going to send it back to Remghoost and wish him, you know, say, look, here you go. Here's your factory back. I want to see how you go. Well, actually something we could do, you know, is something like this. Dun, 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 dun. Very complicated. I know. Okay, that there, that there, that there, and that we will pick up. That's trouble. We're not going to touch that. Copper's doing okay. I'm going to call a halt to the episode. Or am I? This is the question. The reason I went with doing this instead of anything else was in the email that Remghoost sent to me. He said that he was struggling with blue science. Now the reason I did what I did was so that Remghoost now can do the blue science build, and hopefully it's a little bit easier on his brain. The last time he was attempting it, he said, I know there's a way of getting it to work with my setup, I just don't know how it is. Well, the long story short was it's probably unlikely that you could get it to work with that setup. But we've made the amendments to hopefully make it a little bit easier to get the build going now. The changes that we've made have been large, and what's happening up here? Oh my lord. Okay. Oh, do I want to get into oil? That is the question. It's always such a headfuck. Oh dear. Lube engine units outside the walls. Wonderful. Oh, inside the walls. There's just another wall. An inner wall. There's walls within walls. It's like a Matryoshka doll. Different. No, I'm really not in the mood for oil tonight, I'm thinking. Screw it, I can't be bothered. This thing is too hard. Well, it's not too hard, but, you know, I can't... my brain isn't working that well. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm not speaking very well, and I'm struggling. So basically it all just needs to be picked up and straightened out. Much like I did with the factory proper, how I just ran in straight lines and did my best to get everything going, yeah, straight. You see, I'm struggling. Okay, move this up here. The other thing I would suggest is, instead of doing this here, right, I would suggest putting down a little assembler, somewhere about here-ish. It does something like this. And this way what you can do is you can actually barrel everything up and move it away. Well, actually, here you go. If I was Remghoost, what I would do is I would actually do my oil build just here. Just here. It's away from the main factory to give yourself space. You can bring back the plastic when you eventually get it. You can bring back everything and plumb it back into the setup. And yeah, I'd put the refinery and everything up there. And then, yeah, bring the stuff back down to the main factory here. That's how I would do it. That's my thoughts. Corners are the devil. Just let me just be clear about something here. See all these little corners? You want to do it in a straight line if you can. Keyword being if you can. Oops. Oh, what did it turn off? Nah, there's nothing major. Okay. Holy shit, it's gonna work. I cannot believe it. Can't believe it's not butter. Can't believe I didn't use splitters. You know. Well, there's the first for everything. So, there we go. It sorted itself out nicely. Copper belt is pressurized. Research is going. Whoops. Save game. Remghoost. Fixed. Done, dusted. My name's been Negative Root. If you'd like me to play your factory, be sure to send it in to me. I'd love to have a crack at it. I promise I don't do this complete rebuild thing with everyone. It was just Remghoost because of how squirrely it was. I'd like to see, yeah, if you've got something interesting, something that you can't work out, a project that you've been working on, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see if I could be of assistance, because I like seeing new things. So send it through to me, rootnegative@gmail.com. rootnegative@gmail.com is the email address, so please send it through. Look forward to seeing it. Until next time, thank you for watching. Stop recording. Turn off. Ah, come on. What is wrong with you, machine? Stop. I said stop. No stoppy? Why no stoppy? Stoppy, stoppy, stoppy.